Oh, bloody hell. This is a forest and a half. Welcome back, everybody, to Enlisted. This is Russia and USA versus Japan and the Axis in the new Pacific update. Now, don't get me wrong. We are not playing on a full... Jesus Christ. We are not playing on a full Pacific map just yet. However, we are in Eastern Europe and there is a hell of a lot of enemies coming around the corner. As you might have noticed, Japan wasn't in there the last time I played Enlisted because that is a new faction and we will be trying to get our hands on them as soon as we can. There's an enemy over there. This is the Lone Fighters game mode, however. If you saw on the main channel, I was playing with squads. This time, I'm on my own. Don't get me wrong, it's 50 versus 50, so there's still a lot of people, and there will be AI and bots scattered around. However, I think the majority will be real players here. Speaking of real players, I'm gonna have to quickly medkit there. Is he going to be pushing on us? I think he might be. Good, we got his mate. Oh, but he flanked round and got us in the end. Okay, I think it's time to bring out the sniper. With this, we should relatively be able to sit at the back and pick players off. Now, I think I'm playing as a US infantry. I don't really have too much unlocked when it comes to Russia. However, this sniper is pretty good. Snipers in this game in general are very powerful. We have a guy in this smoke here. Just wait for it to clear or for him to pop out. Here he is. There we go. I don't think that was him though, because he had an SMG. Got a guy with a carbine. Just see his little head poking up and Jesus Christ, that bombing run. Ow. Let's get back to a better position and let's try and reform. He's still behind the logs. I think the logs look pretty clear right now. Okay, we're going to move up ourselves to the logs because there's a lot of bombing runs coming in our position right now. We've got to move away from this area in general. Here he is. Ugh, he's ducking and weaving. Not well enough though, eh? Not well enough. Oh yeah, there's the guy I shot before. I think the guy running away was the other guy hiding behind here because there's no other bodies. Oh, we can destroy the structures. We can... These are all placed down as far as I'm... Well, I really hope for his sake that that was an AI. But that means there's a rest of the squad is pretty close by. Yep. Yep. Okay. Turns out I'm not in a good position still. I guess because there's other logs over there, they can move up to us pretty easily. We don't really want to be in a place that they're trying to get to for cover, do we? It's all going off over there. There's another sniper. I can hear a guy close by. No, it was a friendly. Thank God. You always got to be aware, though, because you never know who's going to come around the corner. One thing I would say about this game is it really doesn't have realistic gun physics. It's very much your Call of Duty quickscope type of snipers rather than your hell let loose. Take a long time to set up a shot. Speaking of being shot, that's disappointing. Hello? You think you're being sneaky there, my friend? He's been injured, but he's not dead. He's got a friend behind him who's also not been injured. God, I'm going to have to push on these guys. Shit, I've only got one bullet left in my gun. They're just behind this hill, I think, healing up. Oh, God, those two of them. There was no way I was ever going to get out of that one alive. Look at the dogfights going on up there. Are you... Oh, you have an anti-air. I was going to say, you're being very optimistic trying to take that thing down. But if you've got an anti-air, fair enough. Oh, did you get out? Is he coming around? Seems to be going off in the other direction. It looks like he's moving around in this direction, though. So he could come back up upon us. I think there's 3 planes and a dogfight up there. That looks to be the case. There's also enemy infantry just over this hill, so... We do need to be very wary. Here we go. Oh, that's a friendly. It's all right. Are you going to dive bomb me? He's dive bombing. Oh, we're overheating. We're overheating. This is not the time to overheat, but he's gone down anyway and we got an assist for it. Oh, yes. Beautiful bit of work. I guess we got a few hits on him and then someone else took him out. We've headed over onto the right flank and we are instantly being shot at by an MG. Gotta use this tank for cover here. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is so hectic on this side. Already... Okay, that tank looks to be punctured. I think the gun has been spiked on it, so it should be okay. But there was always going to be a time when we got back the sniper rifle. And that time is now. This should give us a good advantage up here. Are you kidding me? This game is AIDS. I hate it. This game is AIDS. However, before I go, I thought I wanted to show you guys just a little bit of the new map. This is the Pacific. Now, there's various maps and missions within the Pacific. And I fear I'm about to run into a lot of enemies. Yep, they're the Japanese forces. Hello, lads. And it is goddamn beautiful. I think the Pacific is one of the most fascinating fronts of war. The TV show with the same name, I would say is almost as good, if not better, than Band of Brothers. Okay, maybe not better. But it is an incredible TV show. And it's mostly down to saying it's such a brutal and fascinating theatre of war. And it was one that, you know, us as the British weren't really involved in, and it's really interesting to find out about, especially the way the Japanese used to make incredibly inventive traps and bunker systems and things like that. And it was just a different way of fighting that a lot of the time the Americans and the Marines were not ready for. But here we have it, portrayed in Enlisted. Do they do it well? I think for Enlisted standards, yeah. Of course, it's still a free-to-play game, let's not get that twisted. But it's kind of beautiful. The map is done pretty nicely. It's not on a large scale. You have different sections, like this is, for example, Guadalcanal West. You have Guadalcanal East. You also have different parts of the Pacific. I think there's an Iwo Jima map as well, potentially. But it looks like it's something that's going to expand a lot more in the future. Now, I haven't actually seen any Japanese tanks. I doubt there's anything that unique. You know, like the fucking Japanese flame tanks and things like that. However, it does really give a different feel to the game. Something that, while Stalingrad and the Russian update was cool, it still is kind of on a similar tone, at least on general terms, to sort of the Western Europe maps in France and Germany and things like that. But this is really, really different, and I love it for it. Alright, lads, we're going to do some flanking on the beach. This seems like a terrible idea, but hey-ho, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Hello there, friend. Oh, we moved just in time. That was a sandbag box. That was stupid of me. And that was a wall. You're not a wall, though. You're a dead man. Are there any vehicles that we can get into? There's a lot of enemies coming up now. If you think they're acting really dumb, that's because I just wanted to showcase the map, and these are all bots. So that would be why. But I'm going to be playing way more of Enlisted in the future, so make sure you stick around the FPS channel for that. If you want to go and check out Stalingrad, go and look at the main channel, and I just headshot that guy as he was mid-shooting us. That was pretty nice. And there's a lot more Enlisted content coming in the near future. But until then, guys, I will see you in the next one. Jesus Christ, they're all there. They are all there. This is terrifying. This is horrifically bad. Take them down, boys. Take them down.